Welcome to Latinas Unmasked. I'm gonna read from r/AskReddit. We have the question, Redditors, have you ever gotten an ick from a potential partner or love interest that instantly killed your attraction to them? If so, what happened? So, you first.
Oh my goodness.
Was there any love interest relationship that just instantly gave you an ick?
I had one crush on this guy when we were in class together. That was during that time.
Okay, yeah.
And oh my God, I don't want to expose myself here. But basically, I did not know him. And he always, I'm not even going to describe him because I feel like it's too obvious.
Oh,
but
okay.
basically, he had a certain style. Mm-hmm. And I always saw him from afar. And I was like, damn, mystery man, who are you? And I was just like, I saw him and I was like, oh my God, he's so cute and whatever. And the moment he opened up his mouth and he started talking like a nerd, I was like,
bam.
Nothing against nerds. Disclaimer, nerds are great. They're smart. I don't even know what I'm saying. But basically, it's not the fact that he was, you know, he had a very high-pitched voice. And he was talking about anime. Oh,
I can
that's
understand.
what it was. If you love anime, I'm happy for you. Do
Yeah,
what you love.
yeah.
Me personally,
Look,
no.
I mean, respecting everyone and all, I also don't, I had an ex-boyfriend. I also try to expose too much, but it's just, I had an ex-boyfriend that loved it. I don't love it. And I had to be interested in it. And it was just like,
at least you gave it a fair shot. I didn't. And one of my best friends.
yeah, but it was painful.
It was painful.
It was so painful.
That's something that to me,
Just,
I like it when a guy has a hobby and something he's passionate about. Fair enough. But there are some things where I'm just like, But again, if you love it, please continue loving what you love.
my goodness, yeah.
But that was the moment. It was. I
Instant.
felt it. It was instant. Right, my heart was like right, and he opened up his mouth, and I was
And
like, it's probably stopped. I had a heart attack at that point. I just noticed. You know what? Never mind. I'm good. I'm good. That was the only moment I can think of.
I have to think if I ever got an ick from a potential love partner. I think it was also not just in a club, and there was this guy, and he was like flirting with me, and I was flirting with him, and you locked eye contact, and you were like, and it was such a sexual attraction and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came to me, and his voice also didn't sound like I imagined it. Like, I thought he had a dark, raspy voice. He had a high-pitched voice.
Oh.
And then he was like, I like how you look. And I was like, I'm like, And you know, I'm such a people pleaser. I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh man. The thing is, they can't change their voices.
Yo,
They really
I'm
can't.
so
It
sorry,
sucks.
but it's
It
just,
sucks.
he knew what he was doing with the looks and everything, but it just, he lost me. He
He
lost
thought
me.
he
I'm
could
sorry.
compensate. You know.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I'm gonna read the top comments, so let's see what someone wrote about it. Talking about our interests, and after I listened to him blah blah about his landscaping business, I went to talk about my interests, and he interrupted me to say, "Wow, you really have nothing interesting to say, do you?" What? This dude really has high confidence.
Again, the audacity.
It's just,
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, it's so comedical to me. Like, talking about his landscaping business, and then she tells something, is like, yeah, you're a really boring person. Oh my God.
Next.
Let's see if we have one more. Grabbed me by the face on the first date, stroked under my eyes, and said, "You need to take better care of yourself." Sir, I'm a divorced 37-year-old with kids, and those under-eye circles were passed down from my grandmother. They're family heirlooms. And get your hands off my face. We just met, and this is not Nicholas Sparks' movie.
Damn.
Can you imagine just, you need to take better care of yourself. Ouch.
That is so rude. Oh my God. First of all, grabbing the face, right? You don't want a man touching your face. A man who you don't know.
On the first date, I guess. Yeah, first date. It was
And then
the
he would
first
think
date.
he probably says like, "You're so beautiful." He was like, "You gotta take better care." The judgment, Jesus Christ.
Like, okay. But I love her comment about this is a family heirloom. I mean,
But you better rock it. You better own it.
okay, but one more or two more, and then we have it. Had a guy once whose car smelled so bad I had to try not to throw up while sticking my head out the window. He couldn't smell it. I thought I was going to die. Turns out he forgot about a double cheeseburger in the back of his car for over 2 weeks in the hot sun. I don't know what bothered me more, the smell or the fact that it didn't bother him.
Ooh.
That is super icky.
Ooh. I mean, that's an honest mistake. If you leave your cheeseburger, I mean, I personally wouldn't forget my food because I just ordered it and I wouldn't forget it.
Forgetting it is one thing. Not even be bothered by the smell.
But imagine if you drive, you get like, I don't know how you say it in English, but you don't, at one point you stop smell. To be honest, why am I defending him? It's gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
Why am I defending him?
Yeah, I'm just here.
I was just trying to, like, I was like trying to be considerate, like, okay, maybe he has a point. No, he doesn't.
You know what? You're good at this devil's advocate part.
Right? I think so too.
I am just we're gonna do a trial run of this Reddit debate. I think you're really good and
You'll see more
taking
on me.
the side of someone else and just taking the controversial side.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna hear more about this idea. Just little spoiler. But okay, no, gross. Sorry, gross. True ick. And the last one. Found out the reason he rented the house next door to his parents was so that his mom would make his meals, wash his clothes, etc. He had the audacity to say, "Let me call my mom," when I mentioned I was a little hungry.
Okay.
This person gives
No.
mommy's boy a new definition.
Wow. But we don't know the age.
No.
Imagine that is not, I don't like that. If a man can't wash his own clothes, cook a meal. I mean, he doesn't have to be a chef. My boyfriend personally, he loves to cook and do all of those extra things. Me personally, I'll just make a bowl of pasta, you know what I mean? I don't need any extra. But he has to be at least able to kind of take care of himself. Wow. Living next door to your mom so she can do your wash and cook for you, and then your girlfriend's hungry. Let me just hit up my mom. Ooh.
I mean, can you just imagine, on this day, then you're like, oh, you know what, in the car driving, like, oh, I'm a little hungry. Can we just, cook something? So, oh, yeah, sure. Don't worry. Let me just call my mom. She's going to cook for us. Don't
Mom,
worry.
my girlfriend's hungry.
Come now, please, and don't embarrass me like the last time.
That is crazy. But thank God she ran for the hills, right?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that would be such a nick. It's just like, if you just see my whole future with this person, like, no.